Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.
Welcome into the Brandon Meets pregame show here in Rosendale at the Laconia Volleyball Invitational. We are awaiting Coleman as they are on court 2 taking on Oshkosh Lourdes Academy. The Knights are playing over there. They're in set 2. Pacelli and Green Bay NEW Lutheran had quite a game here. It went to 3 sets, and then the Blazers from Green Bay ran away with it. But it was a very exciting game in between matchups here. Laconia is utilizing this time to work through some warm-ups so that when Coleman is finished over on court 2, we can get started with our final matchup of the day. You're listening to Dominic Ackerman. Jace will be on the main cam here just as we have all morning and into the afternoon. You're listening to High School Sports presented by Bristol Morgan Bank. We'll step aside here from our sponsors when we come back on the Brandon Meets pregame show. I'll run through some stats that I have from earlier on in the day for the Laconia Spartans. Back after this.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Celebrate summer adventures with savings on a new Ford from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 0% financing, $1,000 toward your down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on Ford favorites.
We want our guests to feel important, heard, and appreciated.
It's who we are.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Ford Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Lance Truck, we got the trucks at Lance Truck. If you want a truck or an SUV, go to Lance, you'll like what you see. Hundreds of trucks all on one lot. If you want a truck, it's what we got. Lance Truck, we got the trucks at Lance Truck.
At Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath, we know that your home is more than just 4 walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project. Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Welcome back here to the Brandon Meets pregame show. Coleman still finishing up their matchup against Lourdes Academy. But as we wait and as the Spartans continue to warm up after sitting for It's been about an hour and a half now since they finished up their game against... Let me think of it. I'll get there. Blazers was the third game. It was against Lourdes, wasn't it? Was it that long ago? Yeah, Oshkosh Lourdes Academy. I guess it's not really Oshkosh Lourdes. It's like saying Fond du Lac Springs. If Justin's listening, he'll be mad at me. But Lourdes Academy Knights was their last game matchup, and I've got some total stats from the day, all unofficial, as I've been trying to keep score. There's been a couple technical things where I've skipped out on a couple of the things. Mackenzie Plime's got 4 kills. Finley Morgan's up to 17 for the day. Kendall Plime has 2 kills to her name. Bailey Gable with 7. Addison Grade with 13. Miley Redmond's got a kill. And Kensley McCauley is up to 36 kills on the morning and afternoon. A block apiece for Mackenzie Plime, Gabby Pino, Finley Morgan, Kendall Plime. And then 2 apiece for Addison Grade and 2 for Kensley McCauley. A couple of aces on the day as well. 1 for Josie Basler, 2 for Gabby Pino, 7 for Finley Morgan at the line, 6 for Scarlett Nitz, 3 for Bailey Gable, and 3 for Kensley McCauley. But without the aces, there's also been some errors. 5 on the day for Bailey Gable, 3 for Pino, 3 for Basler, and then 2 apiece from Scarlett Nitz and Kensley McCauley, and 1 service error for Finley Morgan on her 7 aces as well. Should be a very exciting matchup. Coleman's had to play a bunch today. Laconia will be on their 5th and final game of the Invitational here next. Coleman is coming in now, so we'll step aside, hear from our lovely sponsors one final time before we get things underway. High school sports are brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank.
Your dream space starts with quartz countertops from Quest Interiors. Whether it's your kitchen, bathroom, mudroom, or even a closet island, we custom fabricate one-of-a-kind surfaces that elevate every room. And the best part? We install many in as little as 1 week, quickly turning your vision into reality. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning, time to go.
Celebrate summer adventures with savings on a new Ford from Holiday. Stack our low simplified price with 0% financing, $1,000 toward your down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days on Ford favorites.
We want our guests to feel important, heard, and appreciated.
It's who we are.
Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Ford Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Shop these and more great deals at Brandon Meats this week. Their very own award-winning bacon, $6.99 per pound. Boneless sirloin steaks this week at $6.99 per pound. The garlic butter marinated chicken breast this week at $2.99 per pound. The broth of the week this week, the bacon pepper brats, $2.99 per pound. Brandon Meats, open this week Monday through Thursday, 7 to 5, Friday, 7 till 6, and Saturday, 7 till 3. Log on, brandonmeats.com.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
When chronic joint pain won't go away, many people believe that they have only two choices: live with it or have surgery. But that isn't always the whole story. At New Medical Center in Waupun, we believe patients deserve to understand every appropriate treatment option before making an important decision. That's why we've added advanced regenerative medicine to the comprehensive musculoskeletal care we've provided our community for more than 25 years. Whether you're dealing with arthritis, chronic knee pain, shoulder injuries, hip pain, or persistent neck and back problems, our team performs a thorough examination to determine the most appropriate treatment plan for your individual condition. Our goal is simple: to help you move better, reduce pain, and improve your quality of life. Before you decide your next step, call New Medical Center in Waupun and schedule a consultation. That's New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive, Waupun, Wisconsin, or call 920-324-9899.
Back here in the pit in Rosendale, the Laconia Spartans will have their fifth and final matchup of the Laconia Volleyball Invitational, and they'll face off against the Coleman Cougars, who just finished up their matchup on court 2. Both teams will take their respective sides before the meeting of the minds at the net. I'm not sure who is going to be serving first. I haven't seen the volleyball get moved yet. We'll see here in a second. Coleman Cougars had a tough time against the Knights when we were over there watching to see when we can start up this broadcast. They lost in 2 straight sets to Lourdes Academy, whereas Laconia has yet to drop a set on the season. 3 straight sets against Marquezan on Thursday, and so far in 4 games, they have 8 straight here this morning and afternoon. Thanks for joining us here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. If you're watching at home, let us know where you're watching from, maybe who you're rooting for, what's your favorite player, anything you want to leave down there in that comment section. We'll be sure to shout you out. It's been a long day for Jason and I here. I'm sure you're sick of hearing my voice. I'm sick of hearing my voice, so you've got to be sick of it as well. But I'm excited to get some volleyball action. It's been a while since we've seen the Spartans play. We had a really good matchup in between times between the Blazers and the Cardinals from Pacelli. Went to 3 sets. It was back and forth. Third set ended up being kind of a blowout for the Blazers, but a very exciting volleyball game. I'm hoping the Spartans can deliver here against the Cougars from Coleman. A discussion here between the officials and Coach Shermer. We'll see what the issue is. I love all of our sponsors so much, but I wanted to try to keep it here and chat us through before we get started. Be nice if I had a comment down there. Anybody who's watching, love to chime in. Maybe just where you're watching from, what team you're rooting for. You want me to shout out a player? You want me to shout out a parent? I will. Just me talking to myself. The officials are at the scorer's table trying to figure out whatever the roster issue is to get us started. So we're at kind of a standstill. Here we go. The meeting of the two teams at the center net before we get things started. Coleman just got over here from court 2. It'll be Laconia serve to start on that Quest Interiors scoreboard. The Laconia Invitational Volleyball, or the Laconia Volleyball Invitational is just about to be wrapping up. Laconia's got their final game, and then there's one more game on court number 1 before the end of what has been a great day here in Rosendale. Some good high school volleyball matchups. Good opportunity for teams to showcase their players and athletes as the season gets underway. Regular season just started this week. Laconia had their first game on Thursday. Some of these teams had a good, maybe 4 games under their belt coming into today. Got Truckee to set. First point goes to the Cougars on what will be a kill for McKenna Slasky. The early substitutions as the side out happens for Coleman. And in steps number 35, which I do not have on my roster. I have a 34 and a 36, but no 35. Apologize to her as a service error happens. And ties it up 1-1. Scarlett Nitz at the service line. She's been their ringer last couple seasons at the line. She'll get an ace to start things off on her trip. It's picking up another ace on the day. That one backcourt, it's going to be in. Great serve there from Scarlett Nitz. 2 in a row, another ace for her to start things off. Just in the lines. The Cougars decided not to touch, not to try and put that one in the air. Tried to keep Scarlett honest, and instead it'll be a Spartan point. It's going to be an overpass, push back over by Finley Morgan. Good job keeping up with it are the Cougars, but they can't relay over the net. So it'll be another point, Laconia. 4-1 on that Quest Interior scoreboard to get us started in set 1. Nitz from the back line. That one just pushed over by Haley Rossner. It'll be McCauley to lightly tap it through. Tried to keep it alive are the Cougars, but it'll be a kill for Kensley McCauley. Nitz once again, nice run at the line. Trying to continue what's been a good effort. At the net there. Good put over by Ella Vannerman, excuse me. But instead, there'll be another kill for the Spartans. Another kill for Kensley McCauley. Nitz backcourt. Set, tried to get over by number 35. Couldn't do it though. It's going to land in front of her. I apologize, I don't have her name. Thought I had counted everybody on their roster and thought I had all of them. But instead, I have no 35. There's no 34 or 36 on the bench where I could compare as well, but so it's either maybe Addie Mongan or Elena Gilbertson. McCauley over softly enough for the Coleman Cougars to give a free ball back to Lamira. Pino to set. Gable to finish, but a block there. That's going to be McKenna Slasky with a block after a kill to start this first set. 7-3 Cougars. Haley Rossner to serve. Basler picks it up. Pino to Morgan. A set over. Gable once again to Morgan in the middle. Morgan's going to go down the line. She'll toe it perfectly give Finley Morgan a kill for the senior in set one. Finley Morgan will go right back to serve as well. Up and over. It's going to go in between the rafters. Coleman tries to get it over. We'll have that extra opportunity. So the Spartans got to regroup. McCauley, big swing, big kill. Kensley McCauley's got 3 in the opening set. You have a time watching on the replay. Morgan again from the line. It's a 6-point lead for the Spartans early on. Morgan up and over. Nice dig there. As that one's out of play. Error on the Cougars. And Spartan serve. Finley Morgan again. Morgan up and over. Doug tried to be an overpass right into the net though. Vivian Kostreva couldn't get it over. So an ace goes the way of Finley Morgan. Once again, Morgan from the line. That one dug up unsuccessfully. Another ace for Finley. Make it back-to-back aces in the first set. Timeout Coleman. We'll be back.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, 0 tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Back here, sorry to cut off that Michaels ad. We got in-game action, however, happening. It's going to be blocked by the net. Spartans point makes it a 10-point lead early on in set one. 13-3 your score on the Quest Interior scoreboard. Finley Morgan back to serve. She'll get it over. Received there by Slasky. It's going to be a little bit of miscommunication on the Spartans. Grade and Pino couldn't figure out who was going to take it. So the Cougars will get themselves a point. And Slasky back to the line. Up and over, Plime digs. Pino sets. Gable to finish. Out of system go the Cougars. And couldn't get it over. It'll be a 4th hit if they were to touch it again. So they'll send it over. No harm, no foul. Bailey Gable. A weird receive there by Vivian Kostreva. Couldn't get it back over on the Spartan side of things, so they'll take another point, 15-4. Gable with an ace. Gable with another ace. Make it 2 in a row for Bailey Gable. Gable once again from service. 12-point lead for the Spartans in their final game of the Laconia Invitational. Pushed over by the Cougars. It'll be McCauley, light tapper in the midcourt. Pushed back over. Stuffed at the line, but able to keep it alive are the Coleman Cougars. Gable will set for Grade in the middle, trying to find open court. She can't do so. Good job by the Cougars to keep it alive. They just couldn't get it back over. 17-4. Gable once again from service. What could be a very tired Coleman group. They played 3 straight games, similar to what Laconia did this morning. That one's going to go to the net. Service error from Bailey Gable. Sends things back over for the Cougars. Number 20, Kendall Truckee back. to serve. Up and over for the Cougars. Gable to set. She's got McCauley to her right. Can't get it in. McCauley goes wide. Cougars get .6. Once again, Truckee. This time, Gable in the middle for Grade. Grade will find some hardwood. Get it down for her first point of set one. First kill, excuse me, for set one. Now be Kensley McCauley to take service. McCauley from the line. Deep serve to the backcourt. Pushed up by the Cougars, some miscommunication, but they end up getting it over. Free ball for the Spartans. Gable to set, far side for Pline. Blocked, kept alive by the Cougars, kept alive again. Gable will have McCauley in the backcourt. McCauley picks a corner, it's in. Kill for Kensley from way downtown. 4 kills in set one for Kensley McCauley. McCauley again, this time a lot of miscommunication. McCauley will pick up an easy ace as it falls in between two Cougars. Miley Redmond will check in for Kendall Pline. McCauley serves again. This time dug up in the backcourt by the Cougars. Over. Basler able to grab it. Redmond tries to put it over. She's got a unorthodox swing on that one. Couldn't get it over. She's smiling about it. 20-7 on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Be Vivian Kostreva back to the service line. Up and over for her. Good dig in the backcourt by McCauley. And able to get it over. A free ball for the Cougars. Set at the line. Just pushed over. Possibly a block by Grade. They'll give it to her. 21-7. I'll give her a block as well. Able to touch it before it can go over the net. Basler back to serve. She's been the libero all morning and afternoon, and on Thursday night was Basler. That one an overpass ball. Miley Redmond makes it count. Her second kill of the day, first of this set. Basler once again, 3 points to the end of the first. Dug in the backcourt. Able to get a good piece of it. There's Millie Koser. That one up and over. McCauley with just a set over the net, or a bump, excuse me, over the net, able to confuse the Cougars enough to get the point. 23-7. Basler again. Dug up. It's going to be an opportunity, but the Cougars got to get it over. They get it over in 3. Basler push. Gable set. She's got Hayden Johnson. We had a good swing on it. That one's going to be too far. An error puts it at set point Laconia. 24-7. Spartans on top in set one. Basler to serve. Dug up in the backcourt. Basler again. That time Gable over to Redmond. Redmond goes backcourt. Dug up by the libero. Right in front. Miscommunication. Johnson and Gable both went for it, and then the opposite was not in position to recover. So 24-8, we'll try set point number 2. Service from the Cougars is going to be short. A service error gives set number 1 to the Spartans. We'll step aside here from our sponsors. We'll be back after this.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
For over a century, Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed to quality workmanship and getting the job done right the first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Back here in Rosendale, high school sports is brought to you by Bristol Morgan Bank. Set 2 in what could be the final set for the Spartans on today's Invitational. Coleman will start with the serve. It'll be Elena Gilbertson to do so. This one's up and over. Basler to receive. Pino sets it up for Morgan in the middle. She'll go down the line, but it's out. A little bit of a misplay there by Finley Morgan. Give the Cougars their first point of set 2. Thanks for joining us all day. Final matchup for the Spartans here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. Basler has to give a free ball over to the Cougars. Set up at the line. Nothing going for McKenna Slasky. So it'll be another swing from Finley Morgan. She'll make him pay as well. Gets the kill this time. She won't mess up twice in a row. Gets that one down the line, cross court to the left side. Klein checked out. McCauley checked out. Nitz at the line. Dug up in the back row. Pushed back to the line. It's going to be a free ball for the Spartans. Set up. Morgan in the middle. She goes down the line again. Make one mistake. She'll make 2 kills in a row. Put the Spartans up by 2. So far, all the points in this third set off the hands of Finley Morgan. Nitz at service. That one couldn't get over the net. Scarlett Nitz picks up her first service error in this match. 2 aces to that 1 error now. She'll check back out for Kendall Plein. Kind of Slasky back to the line. Service there. Dug up. It's going to be Mackenzie Plein. Backcourt. Too far to get any kind of control for the Cougars. Give it a kill for Mackenzie Plein. Her first of this matchup. And it comes in the second set. Finley Morgan back to serve. Dug up. Awkwardly dug up though, so Finley Morgan picks up another ace. That's her third, her first here in set 2. It's been a good day at the service line for Finley Morgan. Coming into today's matchup, she had 7 aces. Give her 3 more, double digits now on the tourney. That one pushed over the line. Free ball for the Spartans. They're going to say Addison Grade was in the net. So point goes Coleman's way. Haley Koser with the serve. Basler digs. Pino up for Gable. Gable goes cross court. Held at the line, but no one's there to recover. Laconia will take another point. It's 5-3 on that Quest Interior scoreboard here in set 2. Remember, you can watch any of these games back on replay. Watch them on mute if you're sick of hearing my voice after the first one. It's all your decision. You might be watching on mute right now. Who knows? That one's out of play. Spartans point. 6-3. Doubles him up here in set 2. And Bailey Gable back to serve. That one going to be too far. Bailey Gable picks up her third ace of this match. 5. Her first here in set 2. Picked up 2 in the first set. Has another one to her name now. That one's going to be out, though. A service error for Bailey Gable. Her second service error now. So 3 aces to 2 errors at the service line for Gable. It'll be Kendall Truckee back to serve. Up and over for her. Basler receives. Gable puts it up. Grade puts it down. Coleman able to keep it alive, though. Back over the net. Free ball for the Spartans. A little bit of miscommunication, though. A little out of system. Mackenzie Plime over. Receiving. It's got to be over for the third. No one's there to recover. Spartans point. 8-4. Mackenzie Plime at the service line. I think this is the first time we've seen Mackenzie back to serve. It was a good serve. Nice low to the net. Coleman able to recover and able to get it over. No one there in the vicinity. It'll just be a light tap over that ends up finding the hardwood court. 8-5 Spartans. Haley Rossner now back to serve, excuse me. I have her down as one of my setters as I was watching their earlier game. That one up and over by Coleman. Gable sets. It'll be Hayden Johnson with the spike. Keeping it alive for now are the Cougars. Free ball for the Spartans. Gable once again. She'll go in front of her to Grade this time. Touched on its way out. So Addison Grade picks up her second kill, first of set 2. Josie Basler to serve. Basler's up and over. Mid-court grab. Sent over. Basler again, that time in the backcourt. Hayden Johnson from behind. Able to get herself her first kill. I'm checking everything correctly. That's her first kill of the Invitational, at least that I have on my official stat keeping. Or my unofficial, I should say, not official. It's going to be a free ball for the Spartans if they can use it. Plime. Gable in front of her to Morgan. Morgan in the center. Morgan to the side, down the line for another kill. Finley Morgan making her impact on this matchup. 4 kills, 3 service aces. Finley Morgan having herself a game here in game number 5 on the afternoon. Basler over. That one's out. Service error for Josie Basler. Her first of the game. Her 4th overall today. Averaging less than 1 per game. Not terrible if you're Coach Weiss looking for things to improve upon. Service line hasn't been so bad today. Always room for improvement, but it hasn't been terrible. Vivian Kostreva will come in for the serve. Coleman over. Basler to receive. Oh, a lot of miscommunication, but Mackenzie Plime able to regroup and get it over in time. That time Basler digs. Gable to Kendall Plime. She'll tool the block, but it will be kept alive by the Cougars. And again, some miscommunication this time on the other side of that net. And Coleman will miss out on an opportunity to get it over. 12-6. Substitutions come through. See Hayden Johnson check back out as Gabby Pino heads to serve. Pino up and over. That time it's going to be an ace for Gabby Pino. Her first of this matchup, first of the second set for Gabby. Her third overall today in the tourney. Libero Kaylee Hanranen is trying to get it up in the air, but could not on the Pino serve. Pino to Gable. The two setters giving themselves a little bit of action. Morgan will get in front of that one first. She'll send it back over. That time on a spike, she'll get the kill. Finley Morgan's up to 5. See it one more time. Pino at the line again. That one, she's going to go down the line. That's a nice ace right there by Gabby Pino. Nice low and tight to the net. Pick up 2 aces on this trip to the line. And it's 15-6. And that one's going to go to the net just as soon as I compliment her serving this time around. Of course, it's a service error. That's how it works here on the broadcast. And if you ask Jeff, he'd be like, that's the jinx. Everybody knows Jeff knows. Jeff doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx, which I think is ridiculous. Of course there's an announcer's jinx, because every time I say something, the opposite happens. Gilbertson back to serve. Basler pulls it up. Plime on the opposite side now on the rotation. There's going to be a block. Point Laconia. And the kill from Kendall Plime. Everybody's getting involved here in matchup number 5. That's the 7th Spartan with a kill. Their most of any all day. So getting some different faces up at the net. Doing some damage. That one's not going to make it over in time, so point will go to the Spartans. And Basler will continue, Scarlet Knits will continue at service. Knits one more time. She tries to go out on the line. It's going to be held in by the Cougars. They're able to get it over. Gable will wind up, but it's going to be a block by the Coleman Cougars. Weren't sure if they got a hand on it, if that was just all tape. Either way, it falls on the Spartan side of things. And they'll take the point. 17-8 in set number 2. What could be the final set of the day for the Laconia Spartans. Another block. That time she got all of it. Number 14. Making them pay. I got different rosters than what is currently being played in front of me. So I have enough girls on my roster, but I have no clue whose number is which, except for a few that are wearing the same number as what I have down. But I have no 14 on my page. I wish I could shout her out. It was a great block a couple of times in a row. Finley Morgan back to serve. Morgan goes, digging the backcourt, pushed over by the Cougars. It'll be Gable with a swing, Gable with a kill. Give her first kill in this matchup. 8 Spartans with a kill in this 10-point lead in set 2. Morgan has had good service runs all day. That one going to be kept alive by the Cougars, but it's going to be a free ball if they can get it over the Spartans. Knits puts it up. Set by Pino in the midcourt. Swing goes from Mackenzie Plime. Mackenzie Plime goes back corner. Second kill, both in set 2 for Mackenzie. Spartans 5 points away from closing out their final set, their 10th and final set of the afternoon. Plime once again, this time tools the block. It'll go out of bounds. And kill number 3 for Mackenzie Plime, just a freshman getting involved. Finley Morgan's been great at the service line all day. Good momentum swings for Laconia every time she's back there. Dug up in the backcourt, punched over, and in. It's going to be a point Cougars. On a good misdirection play. Last minute decision to punch it over. I believe this is Millie Koser. At service. It's either that or Paige Toole. Or none of the above, and I got completely different numbers. Mackenzie Plime sends it over. Cougars will regroup. Cougars to send it over. Basler in the back. Pino to Gable. Gable swings. Gable's down. Gable kill. Excuse me, that was out? I missed that. Computer screen's right in my way. Excuse me. Bailey Gable does not get the kill. An error on Gable on the swing. Plime digs in the backcourt. It's going to be up for Miley Redmond in her junior season. Pino cross-court set for Mackenzie Plime, who tools the block once again. Three kills in the last 5 points for the Spartans off the hands of Mackenzie Plime. Gable back to service. 3 points away from taking set 2. That's going to be an ace. Tools the net perfectly, exactly what she meant to do. Bailey Gable picks up her 4th ace of this matchup, her 2nd here in set 2. 23-11 for Gable. That time it gets over without touching the net. It's going to be a free ball for the Spartans. Basler digs. Gable sets. In the middle goes Redmond. Backcourt picked up. Back over. Short, but able to be grabbed by Gable. Set that time from Johnson. Tools the block again. Mackenzie Plime, have yourself a 2nd set. 5 kills here. Set point, match point, number 1 for the Spartans. What could be the final serve of the afternoon for Laconia. And it will be an ace, no other way to end it. Give her 5 aces here in the final matchup. Bailey Gable puts it away, 25-8, 25-11. The Laconia Spartans remain undefeated, have not lost a set yet on the young season. 13 straight sets to start us off. We'll step aside here from our sponsors one final time before I wrap things up on the Werner Harmson postgame show.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tegla Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal. Let's talk conditioning.
I'm here to pump you up.
What?
Da-da-da-da.
We here at All Phase have great maintenance plans to keep your units running efficiently and reliably all year round. This spring is the time to call us at 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons. Watch for details released soon about our 5-year anniversary event.
Oh, you're talking about air conditioning.
At Werner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Werner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WernerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Play garage music. Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility. Existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
Back here on the Werner Harmson post-game show, the final post-game show of the afternoon. Spartans go 5-0 in their own conference or in their own tournament play here at the Laconia Volleyball Invitational. We thank everybody for tuning in all morning and afternoon long. It was an early start. 8 a.m. was our first game, and we're finishing up now at 2:53. We thank you all for tuning in. Laconia takes 10 straight sets to go with their 3 against Marquezan earlier in the week, so 13 straight sets in a victory for the Laconia Spartans as they start their non-conference season. We'll run through a couple of the unofficial stats I have from today. Mackenzie Plime ended up with 9 kills on the morning and afternoon tournament. Finley Morgan with 22. Kendall Plime with 3. Hayden Johnson gets a kill. Bailey Gable had 8. Addison Grade had 15. Miley Redmond got 2 in relief. And Kensley McCauley with 40 kills through 5 matches. Blocks, we got a couple, 4 of the Laconia players with 1. Mackenzie Plime had 1, Pino had 1, Finley Morgan with 1, and Kendall Plime with a block. 3 for Addison Grade and 2 for Kensley McCauley. Good service overall for the Spartans today. Finley Morgan picked up 10 aces, 8 for Scarlet Knits, 8 for Bailey Gable, 4 from Pino, and 4 from McCauley. And then 7 errors, service errors from Bailey Gable, 4 apiece from Basler Pino, 3 from Scarlet Knits, and 2 from McCauley. So more aces than they had errors. Not a bad morning and afternoon in a non-conference tournament as the season is now officially underway here in Rosendale. I thank you so much for joining us here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. As we do on JLS, we like to end our broadcasts in a prayer. So if you choose to join and pray with me, in the Lord's name we pray. Lord, we want to thank you so much for bringing our student athletes, the fans, families, friends here safely this morning and afternoon, and we hope and pray that you bring them home safely, however far they need to reach, because there are teams in this tournament who have to travel a long distance, and Lord, we pray that you keep them safe throughout that. Lord, we want to thank you for bringing us this beautiful day, beautiful earth that you have given us, and the way that we can watch high school sports and high school athletes and student athletes do the things that they love. Well, Lord, we thank you so much for that opportunity you have given us. In your name, we pray. Amen. Thank you so much for joining us here. This was the Werner Harmson postgame show. Dominic and Jace Ackerman on the call. We will see you at a court or a field near us upcoming.
Thanks to our Radio Plus video sports sponsors.